Hi, my name is Caitlin and I read a lot. There are just some things that I want to talk about for no other reason, just to hold myself accountable. Last year, at the end of the year, I filmed a little video because I dyed my hair. Obviously it's no longer dyed. I dyed it black and I got rid of the brown in my hair. But it didn't go very well and I didn't like it, so I've been washing it out slowly. But besides the point, but in the waiting process while my hair was being dyed, I talked a little bit about the closing of the decade and going into 2020 with a new mindset and things like that. And I didn't enjoy what I had said in the video. I felt like I didn't articulate myself very well, and I feel like I didn't really talk about any of the things very well either. It was a bit of the spur of the moment type of thing, I think, and honestly this, what I'm filming right now, is also very spur of the moment, but I've had a little bit more time to think about what I want to be doing this year and how I would like to manifest a newer me and how to manifest the things that I want in life. And so yeah, I'm going to talk about a little bit about them today. So the first thing is I'm writing a book, obviously, but last year I made a very quick video about NaNoWriMo. I haven't posted anything else since that video regarding writing because I honestly haven't done anything since that month. I think I stopped writing on November 20th or something, so I only had another 12 or so, math. I only had another 10-ish days until the end of the month, and then I just stopped writing, and it was really upsetting and it was very disheartening because I really loved and I had enjoyed writing so much in that month, and I was really getting through my rewrite and writing everything, and then I just stopped. But I did pick it up again earlier this week, and it is January 20-something today. I don't know what date it is, but I started writing again, and I want to really make it a consistent part of my life because I've always loved writing. I did mention this, but writing has always been something that wasn't very consistent with me. I've only ever written when I was feeling very upset or when I needed a pick-me-up. So a lot of the stuff that I write on the daily basis, the only thing I've ever written kind of daily was poetry and journal entries or just things that were on my mind, and typically I would only ever write when I was upset, and I don't want to associate writing with when I'm upset. So now that it's a new year, I would like to start writing when I'm a bit happier and when I'm in a better mood so that I can better reflect on my writing and have good memories attached to them. So that's what I've been trying to do. And also connected to that, instead of spending my time on my phone, which I've been doing a lot these past couple weeks, I want to put that energy into writing instead, whether it be on my laptop, even though that's still kind of in front of a screen, or writing by hand. And by writing, I mean it could just be fleshing out characters, or it could be writing pieces of dialogue that I really like, or even just simple world building things, which is what I used to do when I was writing very consistently in high school. But yeah, I don't do that enough. I'm also getting really hot. So, excuse me. So, oh, look a little bit like an egg. It's okay. Another goal to kind of keep track of that goal is to write 50,000 words for my book / hit 50k. And because I'm technically already on 42 or 45k, it's only an extra couple thousand, but because it's been so long since I've hit a milestone for this book, I really need something small to kind of work towards so that I can slowly build my confidence up for writing and feeling comfortable with my writing again, because I felt for a very long time that what I was writing wasn't very good, and I just felt like I was just doing the same things over and over again and I wasn't getting anywhere. So having a milestone that's quite small and achievable but still significant would be really helpful to me and my self-esteem. So that's why I am doing that. That's writing. For like study-wise, this is just a personal thing because I'm going into my second year of university this year. Last year and last semester, I wasn't doing academically very well. It's like I failed a lot of classes. And obviously there's nothing wrong with failing. A lot of first year students actually fail quite a lot. So it's not like to bash on anyone that failed or even to bash on myself. I really wasn't happy with myself for failing, and this year I would like to not fail. So I would like to be able to pass all my subjects this year, and I take 4 subjects per semester. So that's like an education kind of goal that I would like to achieve this year. But if I don't, then what I would like to achieve then is to like accept that failure and not let it get to me the way that failure usually does, which is a thing that I've been working on with my doctor since I was like 15, and I'm like turning 19 this year. Wow. Like, okay. Yeah, so I've been dealing with that issue for quite a while, so, which is okay. Issues like these are ingrained within your head and you are taught them, you're not born with them. So the next thing that I kind of want to talk about is reading, which is what this whole channel is about. My Goodreads goal for this year is 52. Last year I read... Where did I read? I read more than I planned to. I think my goal was to read 40 books last year, and I think I read like 47. So 52 is pretty good for this year. I think it's a very adequate and achievable goal. That's 1 book per week, and I'm actually way ahead of schedule. I have read 10 books so far, and it is only the 20-something of January. So I'm doing good in terms of reading. Another thing that I would like to do is write book reviews more often. And I recently already started doing this. So I have a notebook. It is basically just like a notebook, and I filled it with book reviews of some of the books I've read so far this year. I'm not done and I'm not caught up with them just yet, but I've written about 3 to 4. And I've included some of my favorite books from last year as well, because I just wanted to remember the books. I want to be able to do that consistently so that I'm able to remember this year by the books I read, and also remember some of my favorite books, because I don't actually buy a lot of books. I only buy my favorite books, or I get given books that I specifically asked for. The reviews will help me remember them, especially if I can't buy it or I don't love it as much to buy it, but it was a good book. That's usually how I distinguish my favorite books from my mediocre / good books. So if I know that I'm going to reread it again and again and again and again, then I will buy it. But if I say like, it was okay, but I want to read it again, I'm not going to buy it, which is my book buying habits. Now, I'm going to exclude Christmas and my birthday from this, because Christmas and my birthday are always great times to get new books. But this year, I would like to restrict myself to buying only 12 books in a year. Usually I would buy, I don't actually have a book buying problem. It's just that I'm running out of space, so I know I need to restrict myself now. And I have looked at the books that I want to, like, that are new releases that are coming out this year, and honestly there isn't many books that I want this year. I think there's only I only know of like 4 books that I for sure want. In restricting myself as well, I'm gonna be a lot more like money savvy, and also I want to be able to read all of these books before and make sure that I really want to keep these books, and if not, then I will donate them to a library or I will sell them. As for YouTube, because I do YouTube now, which is a thing, and this is obviously my first year doing a YouTube kind of goals thing. Last year, my goal for YouTube was to start a YouTube channel, and I did that. I would like to post once a month, and I have already posted this month, but it was meant to go the night before. Like the video that I posted was meant to go up the night before, but it didn't go through, so I had to post it a little bit later. Some other just very general things that I want to do this year is to save money, because I didn't do a very good job of it last year, especially because like I had just gotten my first job last year. I got 2 jobs last year, and I was very bad with saving money. Like, I was able to save for things that I wanted, which is good in an essence, but I wasn't able to save anything else from that. And now, right after Christmas, because I saved all my money for Christmas, I actually now have literally $0 in my bank account. Saving money or learning how to save money is one of my big things. I might do a little bit of a video on it at the end of the year if I manage to save, so it can be like a good comparison video to where I was at the beginning of 2020 versus now I'm rich. Another really general thing is to learn how to drive. I've had my L's since I was 16, and I think my license expires next year, so I'm not about to spend like another like $50 I think on renewing my license. So I've got to learn how to drive now. So if you know how to drive, teach me, because last time I got into a car with my mom, I cried and had a panic attack. Also, there was exercise once a week, which is actually very doable, and I have actually been doing that sort of consistently, because I have uni roughly once a week. So on those days I kind of walk extra than I would on a normal day. So yeah, that extra walking is good for my health. It helps me sleep, and overall it just helps me feel a little bit better as a person. I want to do something a little bit more harder, like actually doing like proper exercise stuff, but trying to find the motivation for that. But I will not be going to the gym. Not a fan of gyms. Something about them really scare me. I think I mentioned that in my Facts About Me video, but probably won't step foot in a gym unless I'm with my mom. I think that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is another very talky video, sort of a lifestyle video. People tend to enjoy them a little bit more than my book videos, which is okay, but I don't know why you would be interested in my life. I will see you all in my next video. If you have any video ideas that you would like me to do, leave them down below. Give it a like. Yes, I did get a haircut, if you're wondering. Subscribe, bell icon, you know the deal. Don't mind me, I just learned how to do the renegade stance, so I'm just like trying to flex on it. Spend way too much time on TikTok, but that's okay. It's afternoon for me, so wherever you are in the world or whatever time you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. Renegade. Ha. Ha. Woo. Okay, I'm going. Bye.